Hey guys, welcome back to Tarot by Cherie. How are my beautiful lights doing today? Let's get started on today's reading. Okay, first card up is the Three of Swords. I find it uncanny that the beginning of our readings seem to gravitate toward people that are having a tough time. All right, and in today's reading, what I'm seeing right off the bat is something got in the way of your happiness. Okay, it was felt like a tower moment for you, a setback, like a major setback. This could be somebody who was planning something that was very important to them, something that was very meaningful to you, that didn't work out for whatever reasons. There was a wrench thrown into your plans and you are beside yourself today. All right, you are a very giving, loving person, and also I do see there will be healing for you with this setback, this broken heart. It looks to be love, looks to be love is the culprit here. Okay, so you're going to receive some type of justice regarding this situation, whoever you are. If this is you, please comment below the video. All right, you're feeling alone right now, alone in your plight. You don't feel like you're getting much support with your situation. Spirit is supporting you. That's all the support you're needing right now, they said. Okay, plug in, connect to Spirit. They want you to feel what you're going to feel by plugging in. Okay, you're going to feel an unconditional love from Spirit. Okay, they are here in this Wheel of Fortune today, showing up for you, letting you know that you are fully protected and they are with you no matter what happens, okay, throughout your life. You have a dedicated angel that is yours from the time of birth and stays with you until the designated time for you to leave the planet. All right, also you have the World card here. So as of right now, Spirit's saying you're still here and you still have a lot to do. Okay, and one of the things I heard was achieving greatness. So you're going to do something in your lifetime that is going to be absolutely great, awesome, and this is going to show up like an opportunity that you're going to latch onto, and you're going to make something happen that people are going to find you, just they're going to find it an amazing thing, whatever this thing is that you're going to do. All right, and with the Wheel of Fortune, this is very powerful, these two cards together. Okay, so you have the card of positivity. It's also wealth and prosperity, security, and angelic protections with the card of opportunity. Okay, so these two cards together, like I said, form a very powerful spiritual backing for you, showing that yes, you are being favored right now. Okay, Aquarius, you're favored because you are Aquarius and you agreed to come back at this time and be a bridge, a lighthouse for others. Okay, so that's why I keep bringing up little small acts of kindness are going to bring in gifts for you. All right, you will be gifted every time you create a small act of kindness. It could be something like, you know, helping someone in the store reach an object on a higher shelf, you know, the little old lady or man in the store. All right, something along that line. Just be helpful, be giving, be loving. Everywhere you go, envision you're spreading love, okay? Even to the people you're not really happy with, give them some love too, because their karma is theirs and yours is yours. Okay, so here I'm seeing the sun here. I have okay, this is very detailed here. This is between two people that love each other very much. There's something that has occurred, something's getting in between you. Seeing you're both feeling very upset today This is about today, okay? So some of you are in this state of feeling upset today. All right, something got in the way of your happiness, and one of you might be talking about leaving the relationship. All right, let's get more on that, please, Spirit. I believe we had something similar yesterday, the same type of energy where one person wanted to leave the relationship. And guys, this is going to be, unfortunately, I want you to, be very strong, because this is going to be commonplace right now because of the spiritual movement that we're in. Our frequency is being raised. Okay, things are changing very quickly now. You'll notice the time is just flying by, and this is like a real thing. This is not just your imagination, okay? This is something that is actually happening. All right, you can look it up. But, for me, I feel like I'm going to bed at night and I just woke up. Like, it feels like there's only a couple hours in between my morning and evening, and I always have the feeling like I can't get everything done, which is 2 or 3 things. So, I don't know if you guys are feeling the same way, but if you are, please comment below about the time. Time flying, you can say, and I'll know how many of you out there are, dealing with what I'm dealing with the time. All right. But I am seeing balance coming in for you. All right. Spirit is saying there's something you're not knowing going on behind the scenes. And this is a very important, crucial time for communication between you and your loved one. All right. So guys, if you're picking up on something's changing, something's different, your relationship feels off, get right into that conversation. Have the conversation. And try to figure it out before it snowballs and turns into something bigger. But generally speaking, our vibrations, our frequencies are changing. So, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, you might have been on the same wavelength as your significant. You had the same beliefs. There might have been a few things that were different, but you could live with it. And you supported one another, right? Now you might be finding that because your frequency, your energy, your vibration is being lifted, you might find that you're on a totally different wavelength. You might be getting more spiritual. You might not be able to have that meeting of the minds like you used to. And it might, for some of you, it might even be causing friction, right? So Spirit is saying, get the clarity to have the communication. Communication, as we know, is very important in a relationship anyway. But this is, the missing balance here is, for a lot of you, is communication. And if you think about it, guys, it's not hard to overlook communication today, right? With how busy our lives are. And this is quick communication, by the way. Communication coming in quick through word of mouth, person to person, or phone call, text message, can be anything like that. But, like I said, we're all working very diligently, trying to make ends meet. Plus, we're enduring the stress on top of that, right? And, so making time to have these communications, especially if we have families and children, it might not be, happening like it used to. All right, so I'm seeing in the middle, we have the card of strength. So somebody's trying to be strong today, or needs to be strong, all right, because there's something around you or someone around you who is causing chaos and upheaval, and they need to be talked to. They need to be put in their place in the nicest way possible. All right. So you need to speak up. And this card is all about you coming into your authentic self and not fearing that you'll be ousted from the club because your thinking is quite different. All right. So where we used to always, worry about what other people thought, or just agree with people just because we didn't want to argue, or we didn't want people looking at us like we had 3 heads because we were having a different thought process. All of those things used to make us just shake our head and just agree, in agreement. Now that we're coming into our authentic selves, that fear is disintegrating, okay? There is no more fear about becoming yourself, telling others that you do disagree, or you can even, to put it even nicer, say, I'm agreeing to disagree. We can agree to disagree, all right? Not agreeing with you, but that's okay. We can look at things differently. We can be different, and that is okay, right? But anyway, there is someone or something here that is really doing a number that needs to be spoken to, doing a number on you. This person is, you know, when I say low vibrating, I don't want it to sound like a put down. You know, we all come back and into the next life, and we come back to learn and teach. So in the last lifetime, well, what I really want to say is we've all been there. We all started somewhere. So we were in this third dimensional space that this person's in now. So when we look at third dimensionals, like I call them, very clearly, it's clear now. When we look at certain people, we know that they're still not doing the right things in life. They're operating without having any integrity. When you see this so vividly and clearly, this person's not a match for you. They shouldn't be in your circle, because they will suck the life out of you. They will draw you back into that third dimension and draw you away from the person whom you're becoming, who you're working on yourself. You're working to become a good person, a person that can survive in this new fifth dimensional feel-good spot, right, where we're acting out of kindness. But this person is not. They're not in your league, okay? So give this some thought about what you're doing. You know, the only way to really become free of those types of people, and again, not a put down, they're choosing to be who they are, right? But you need to separate yourself so you can move on, unless you want to keep allowing people to suck your energy, okay? I'm seeing sadness here. Somebody's having some really sad memories today about something. And instead of dealing with these memories, I feel like you're ignoring it, you're pushing it away somehow. And what you're doing is you're pushing it in, you're pushing it down deep within yourself. This is really bad to do, guys, because it can create toxins and eventually create an illness, right? So we don't want to do that. So Spirit is saying you're feeling this way because of your scenario, your situation that you're allowing, that you're in, and you're allowing something to go on. You're not being treated right. You're not being treated like you're valued, okay? And it's time for this new, beautiful start that they see for you, okay? They see this new start. This is, it can be financial, but I feel like it is financial, but I feel like there's more to it here. This is a whole new start. So there might be a situation you're in that is making you feel trapped or making you feel unhappy that you need to let go of now, all right? And I feel like there's a lot of thought going into this right now, or I should say there needs to be, I'm sorry, I'm making a correction, a lot of thought to go into this, because as I said, you are trying to ignore it. You feel like if you keep ignoring it, it will go away. And guys, we know that that doesn't happen, right? Things will fester, all right? And you don't want to become ill over things either, all right? Happiness is important. You know, laughter is literal medicine. It will help you heal, laughter, okay? But you have to have happiness.